What's up, my fellow YouTubers? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, this is Nickie Poo. So we're going to go over my binder collection, kind of, per se. So what I've been doing is trying to compile my binders together so I can kind of bring down the quantity of it, because I have a ton of binders and it was getting ridiculous. So what I did was I decided to make a Pokemon pokedex, right? Which is an index of all the existing Pokemons. I think it's like 1,025. So I went from Gen 1 all the way to Gen 9, right? So I compiled it all into one book. And, well, it's not one book, several books, but into one project, so I can get rid of a lot of all these extra binders I had, because I had a binder of alt art, binder of full arts, binder of EXs, binder, so I thought it would be better if I just put it all together and they be in order of the Pokedex, and I could keep better track of what cards I do have versus what I don't have, because I found myself sometimes buying duplicates of the same card because I had it in another binder and didn't know it. So kind of a way to get organized. So that's what I did. So I'm going to show you, we're going to start out with Gen 1, and then my next video will be Gen 2, then so forth and so forth. We'll do it that way, so that way you get to see my binder collection. So of course, when we start off, what we got to start off doing first? Doing these code cards, guys. So let's get to these code cards. Okay, guys, so now you're gonna hear my voice in versus seeing my face, so we can go over this Pokédex. So Gen 1, in Gen 1 there's 151 Pokemon, hence the set 151. So what I did was I labeled it with energy cards and put it in front. First Pokemon is Bulbasaur, and then I take whatever cards I have on Bulbasaur and put it into the Pokédex, and I try and use the best Bulbasaur cards that I have. I don't have any really full arts or EXs or VMAXs or anything like that of Bulbasaur. So as time goes on and I find, better cards or nicer cards, yeah, I'll swap them out. So the binder may look this way now, but it may change. So for right now, these are the cards that I have chosen. And these are pretty much kind of like sort of my best cards that I have to put in this binder. Now that doesn't include my master sets. I still have my master sets. I did not pull cards out of my master set for this. So these are just extra cards. So this gives you an idea of things you could do with some of your extra or duplicate cards. This is kind of like a hard setup. I hope you can see the cards. Wish I had a better camera setup so you can see the cards closer. But then you got Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. Now, because I have so many Charizards, and it's too hard to choose which Charizards I want to use. I use them all. Excuse me. So I pretty much used all my Charizards that I had, that I could find so far, and I just put them all in here. Now I don't have to choose. And for the fact that this binder holds like 1,000 cards, I didn't want to leave a whole lot of room left in the binder. Since I had the space, I wanted to utilize it. So this whole page is Charizards. Half of this page is Charizards. So now we get into water. We got Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise. So these are the ones that I have chosen for each one of those. And remember, I still have some cards that I'm still going through, and I left spaces in some areas because I am still on the hunt for certain cards, and I don't want to keep shifting the cards and moving it around in the binder. So I decided the best thing to do would be to leave some spaces just in case. Then after Blastoise, you start getting into Caterpie, start getting into grass, Metapod, Butterfree, Kakuno, and Weedle. So these are the cards that I have selected for these categories, and these are the ones that I found so far that I put into the binder. And like I say, this binder will grow, it will change as I get cards, as new sets come out, more cards come out. So this is like busy work all the time, which I like. I really like it. And then I could keep molding this till I get it to the point where I'm really satisfied with it. And like I said, this is my pokedex, and it keeps me familiar with cards. I like looking through this. It's kind of like my photo album, you know what I mean? So this is what I do. Not every card in here is expensive cards. You know, there are some expensive cards in here, but that's not what it's about, right? You got all arts in here. You got EXs, VMAXs, Vs. You got everything up in here, all combined. You got hollows, non-hollows, everything, you know, like this all. You got EXs all up in here, Vs, you know. Doesn't matter. If I like it, it goes in here. And you could kind of tell the Pokemon that Pokemon themselves really like, because it is so many, like Charizards, right? You know they love Charizards. You know they love Pikachus, because it's so many to choose from. And then you'll find some in here that I barely have any cards of, you know. Pikachu and Raichu. And this is just some of the Pikachus that I can find. A lot of my cards, that's another thing. That's why I'm so torn about getting cards graded. Is because I have a lot of cards that's graded. So that means they can't go into the binder. So that's the dilemma that I'm running up against, is because I like having my book, my binder, but I also like to preserve the cards long term as well. So it's difficult, guys. It really is really difficult. But cards that I really don't want anything to happen to, and I really want to preserve, I just go ahead and grade them. But like I say, I get torn, because when I want to see it in my binder, like it would look so good in the binder right now, you know, but I don't have it, unfortunately. So it kind of sucks. So we go on and on. And as you see, I don't have many of these still into the binder yet, but time will tell. You know, whenever Pokemon decide to do all arts, or, you know, V's or whatever, any ones that I can get or catch, I'll do it. I'll put it in here. You know, you got break cards, all different kind of stuff. You know, I gotta have the glitz and glamour. And see, that's the thing. You'll notice looking in on this camera, you're gonna miss out on a lot of these hollow effects. You're gonna miss out on it. You're not gonna be able to catch it. And this is what I'm talking about in that digital world. You kind of miss out on the actual beauty of the cards. Now this is my, right here, this is my area. Nine tails. All this is nine tails. I love nine tails. There's even cards in here that I don't even have in here that I'm missing still of nine tails. Nine tails have a lot of art. Unfortunately, it don't have a lot of all arts or V maxes or V's, that type of stuff. It's got a lot of common stuff, right? I'm ready to see some full arts and you know, some SIRs, that type of stuff of nine tails. I think nine tails is so beautiful, so gorgeous. And like I say, and they must agree with me because it's so many, and yet it's not that many full arts or all arts, or you know, there's a few, but not for as many sets as it's been in. So we're now on like 41 of the pokedex, you know. So this is like pretty cool. I get to look over a lot of cards more in depth, and keeping in touch with what's going on with Pokemon, you know. So it's pretty cool. I like this. I like this. It's organized. I now could see what cards I have and what I don't have. As you see, the new set Surging Sparks is out. Now I've already included those cards in there that I have pulled as duplicates, because I still have my master set. Remember that. My master set is separate from this. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't have a whole lot. I got some, but I don't have a whole lot of the art that was in the set 151, because I already had traded off on a lot of my duplicates that I had. I had already did trades, but had I had done this beforehand, of course, just about every card that was in 151 would be in this binder. But I do have some still, but a lot of it I traded off. But I do still have some. Got that Alakazam. Like I say, unfortunately, some of my best cards are graded, so kind of takes away from my binder now, because a lot of the full arts and all arts and V's and V maxes are graded, so they're not in here. But I have some still. Another thing I really like is tag teams. Like tag teams. I try and collect tag teams. They get kind of hard to find in good format though. You know, they kind of beat. You can find them, but they all in bad condition. You want kind of decent condition. So, but it's pretty cool. I found that I buy less duplicates by me doing this way, which was great, because it was rough. I was like wasting money buying duplicates that I didn't need. Then I just have to retrade it off. Gengar. Gengar is another Pokemon that is very popular, that have a lot of awesome full art, EXs, VMAXs, all that. I mean, A lot of great picks or cards. You can see it's a lot of spaces, and like I said, it's the new set. Surging Sparks right here. You know, so you got to leave a little room, put some of the new cards in, see? So I'll have to do a lot of shifting and moving cards around. That's why I'm kind of glad I left some spaces. Kind of funny how you could look at the old cards back in the day and how Pokemon has advanced to the stage that we are now, the art format, and the different things, the different holo effects. You know, they got to keep stuff new, keep stuff different, keep people interested. And like I said, they got to accommodate a lot of different people's views and everything, because you got to still appease the gaming world, you know, for the people that actually just play the TCG gaming. You got to appeal to the young upcoming artists, the young children, you know, what catches their eye, what do they like. Then, you know, you got the whole gap. You got the teenagers, then you got the pre-adults, adults, you know. Then you got, of course, people like me, the old timers, the OG. You know, we still like a lot of nostalgia, you know, a lot of stuff from back in the day. You know, we still like that. So you got to give them kudos. They've been around this long and they've been accommodating all these different generations. So they're trying. They're trying. No one said it's easy. Because we definitely complain all the time. So guys, we're going to be coming up towards the end of Gen 151. This is where it really gets like full of like Mewtwo. Like I told you, you could tell Pokemon loves Mewtwo. You could tell that the people loves Mewtwo because there are so many cards to choose from. So many to select from. I mean, Mewtwo is like all over the place. It got all kinds of cards. So if you was a Mewtwo collector, oh, it's kind of like Pikachu and Charizard. If you're trying to collect those, you'll be collecting forever because there's so many. So if you're just starting out collecting, you'll be collecting forever. But if you were there from day one and you were collecting then, you know, you would have a lot. You would definitely have a lot. But and then Mew. Same thing with Mew. Tons and tons and tons of art. Never enough. Tons. But Mew is 151 in the pokedex. Is the last Pokemon for Gen 1. So guys, on my next video, we'll be doing Gen 2. And we're going to send you out the door on this last stack of code cards. So guys, until next time, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified on my next video. Until then, this is Nickie Poo and I'm out. Peace.